was activism, and it shows up in my work. I'm creating subliminal messages to y'all. And every single character that I do, I make sure that this woman is authentic and correct with her hair, her clothes, the things she says. It is a love letter back to us saying, I see you and I got you. So, with this character in particular, her hair, like they wanted me to be a rose. He wanted me to be a rose and a moo the whole time. I said, let me tell you something. I don't know what you're doing. But this is a job. He goes, but you know, it's vacation. It's the holdover. I said, do she have to wake up and cook? Do she have to serve food? So, for example, I wanted her to be, the first thing I said was, is she the help? Or is she a trained cook? That was the first question I had when we were just having conversations. He said, no, she's trained. I said, okay, well now we can start having a conversation. Because I'm not doing that. But now we have a trained, informed conversation. So then I said, great. So since she's trained, she will have a uniform on. And she's going to wear white. Because white dignifies that person that's done training. And it's almost like your badge. You earn that. When you, it's like how a doctor, when they graduate, you get the stethoscope. You earn it. So I gave them examples and pulled imagery. And I referenced Toki Chase, who's in New Orleans, who she did so many dignitaries and presidents and stuff like that. And I showed them, I said, this is real because it happened. Right. So this is going to be our example. So then we have the in whites. Then I said, listen, her hair is going to be a thing. This is a woman who takes pride. I don't care if she's grieving, going through all this stuff. She's going to carry herself because in carrying herself, that keeps her up. Her hair, when she's working in the bun, that's the first season of Weezy and the Jeffersons. Because what they did, what I thought was smart was, Weezy wasn't yet into the presence of her wealth. The first season, as they say, moving on up, George was all about it. He didn't pop out that press fro until a whole season later. She was still giving you blue collar. So I have that moment. I have a moment in the at the Christmas party. I rented straight from in 1970. Phyllis Hyman had an iconic from Philadelphia. She had an iconic album cover where she's in this off-the-shoulder orange caftan, and they just whooped and flipped her hair up a certain way. I said, I want that for that. I wanted my grandmother's glasses. So I showed them a picture of my grandmother's glasses. I said, props, so you could please find it. They found it. It's stuff like that because I wanted it to be, first and foremost, that's what we were talking about before. Not to get deep, but when God was speaking his word, he wasn't just going to the high priestess.
Right.
That already knew the information. God went to the people who needed it the most. The people of the forgotten. The shut-in. And so, similarly with my work, as a woman of color, I got training for the legitimacy so that no one could tell me no. You can try. So how to plans. So your brain has to come up with a really good reason that's not going to really show your hand as to why you're saying no to the number one. Number two, yes, it is important to be a part of certain projects where it's us top to bottom. We need more projects like that. It's also part of my personal ministry that I want to be in spaces where we're not and infiltrate, like a homeowners, for example, because the blessing was in an all-white production company in Boston. In Boston, you got my Boston. Yeah, in Boston. I got to be my authentic self. People got to experience this. People got to learn from this. People got to understand about him. Right. About he wouldn't be walking around with rollers. About how, there's a certain way in which a black woman carries herself. See, they couldn't get past, but she's grieving, but she's sad. there's something
Come
different
on,
about
that's
us.
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in the midst of our pain, and in the midst of our plight, we have the nerve to be able to be there for others, show up, and show up. That's right.
You better speak, Devon.
I want to show this fully realized woman, and the reality is, the greatest joy I take is that not only would this be something that y'all saw, I wanted them to see it. So that they now have a standard. Come correct.
Yeah.
Come correct. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful privilege to be in this space. It's a great honor to be here amongst y'all as well. It really means a lot, and I'm so grateful that you were here with me today.
All right, so Devon,
You're supposed to be serious. You're supposed to